John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Hello, everyone. This is John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience. Over here on Mac at this center, celebrating my niece' graduation party here with my wife and my granddaughter. Hello. And we just want to take the time out and share a little time, a little of our personal time with you guys. Remember, this is John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience, coming to you from the Piedmont village where each one reach one, each one teach one. One brick, one building, one block at a time. And as we often say, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And we show that we care by the things that we do. And today, just to put emphasis on caring. Remember, caring is sharing and taking the time out to do something not just for yourself, but for somebody else. And on last week, I got a chance to speak with a young man, and it kind of disturbed me a little bit, but then I really wasn't surprised because he was patronizing the business, buying a barbecue dinner, and then some kind of way we got on the subject about a businessman with a conscience. And he said, no, no, no. He said, there's no such thing as a businessman with a conscience. And quite naturally, me being me, I beg the difference. I said, what do you mean there's no such thing as a businessman with a conscience? And he said, business people don't have conscience. They're just out to get what they can get. I said, well, you can't judge the book by its cover, number one. Number two, you can't put everybody in the same category as others. Because there are some people that do care enough about individuals and their customers. And I definitely care about my customers because I believe in customer service. I believe in making sure that my customers know that I appreciate them. I make sure that they know that I know that they can take their money anywhere and spend it. But when they take the time out and they choose to spend their money with me, it makes me feel good, and I want them to know that I appreciate them. So I treat them with the respect that I expect people to give me. And as I was sharing it with him, I also took the time out and I went to the TV and I pulled up my show, John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience, so he could see what I was talking about. And to his surprise, I had a show he didn't even know that. And it's not that I'm always trying to let people know that I'm doing something or that it's very important that they know that I have a podcast that is talking about different things because I always tell people just let me be me. And I appreciate you. And as my father always would tell me, John, people don't have to think enough of you to do anything. So when they do, appreciate it. So that's why I'm always talking about let people know that you appreciate them. That's why I'm always talking about think about things that you say before you say it because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. And after I got through with that young man and he watched one of those shows, he apologized and he begged forgiveness and I went on and treated him and looked out for him and made sure that he was satisfied. And he said, well, I'm gonna have to stop judging people, you know. And the other thing too, and just to show you that how much I care about others, today we are celebrating, like I said, my niece's graduation party. She's getting ready to go off to college, so I took the time out and closed the store for the day. And when you close the store, your store closed, you can't make money. So I did that little sacrifice because I wanted her to know that I thought enough about her to close the store to come here to be and celebrate with her today. And on that note, just to have and let and share this moment. I'm going to let my wife have a little something to say.
Hello again, everyone. And just like my husband was saying, we're sharing, and because we do care. And this young lady, she has reached a milestone, ready to go off to college, which is really a great blessing in her life. And we have to let people know that we care about them, especially young people, because they're growing up and on their way up. And we as adults, we can help just by taking out a little time with them. So I'm grateful for this day and this moment here with family and friends. And just want to say, may God bless you.
And we also have sitting here with me is my granddaughter, and I always call her granddaddy's girl. Gabby, would you like to have something to say? Maybe share a little bit how maybe me and my business or the things that your grandmama and I do influence you.
Well, your business it
Speak
influences
up a little bit.
your business influences me because well it shows me how you should be when you have a business. My grandfather, he's always very kind to all of his customers, and he jokes around with them, and it's just like everyone that comes in, they all call him Uncle John, even though like most of them aren't related to him, and it's just like as if he treats every customer like family. And then whenever my grandmother goes in, she's also very kind, and she's always very like helpful, and she helps out my granddad and stuff. Yeah, and that inspires me so that if I ever do have a business one day, that's like what I aim to be like as I like run a business if I do ever decide to do that.
Well, thank you,
Thank you,
Gabby.
Gabby.
I appreciate that. That means you've been paying some attention.
That's right.
Amen. I'm glad to know that she's paying a little attention to some of the things that I do.
Yes.
And that's very important because a lot of times your interests don't have to take interest in, other people don't have to take interest in what you're doing. And I appreciate my little granddaughter because not only when she comes in there, she sees what I'm doing, she also helps me out from time to time. She takes the time out and she's working with the summer program at the Alchemoline Village. She's one of the youth workers. And she's been very instrumental. She don't talk a whole lot, but what she does is when she's there, by doing what she do, people is influenced by her. And they said, man, your granddaughter is something else. She's very smart. She's quiet, but you can tell she's on point. And that makes me feel good because it lets me know that the raising that we used and the influence that we had on our own children, uh, maybe they took the time out and shared some of what they learned with theirs. And it's obvious. And not only that, but they also, she have taken the time out and pay attention to watch what we're doing and what I'm doing. And she pays attention to how her grandmother comes in there and be a help to the business. So that makes me feel good. And I often say it's each one reach one, each one teach one. One brick, one building, one block at a time. And as you can see what we mean by that, because by me reaching her mother reaching her, and we as a whole reach back and try to share and teach one another, it keeps the ball rolling and it teaches you not to be selfish. And on that note, I'm pretty sure I probably just stirred up a little more in my wife's mind. Now, you want to say something else?
Um, Not really, but I'm just grateful. Like I said, we need to keep encouraging our young people, and not only the young people, but anybody that you meet, friends, family, anybody. Just reach out to them. If they come to your mind, and if you are a godly person, pray for them, and just let them know that they can make it.
Amen. Thank you. Glad today that we had this time together, that we can sit down and share some of our thoughts with others. And we're having our family fun day this coming Thursday, so I want to invite all you guys out that's not doing anything. I think it's from 1 o'clock to 4, 1 to 5. So if you're not doing anything, come and celebrate and enjoy a family fun day with the village. And like I say, each one reach one, each one teach one. And even with the kids there, like my granddaughter say, all of them call me Uncle John. And you have to be careful what you do, because as my granddaughter come in, and I realize something. She comes in, and when I get there, she comes over and she give me a big hug and tell me she love me. And then some of the other little girls and men is there too, and they see that. And sometimes it's important that they see the love being spread. And some of the little kids, even the young ladies there, they'll come over. I want a hug, and you give them a hug, and another, I want a hug. Everybody wants to be loved. And then the fellas and men, we kind of stand backish and kind of hard. So, and I teases with them. I say, well, fellas, I don't hug up on the men, but I give y'all some dap, and I bump their hand, or I hit them with the elbow, just to share a little attention with them, because it's not what you do, but it's how you do anything. And as we, like I say, often say, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, and you show it by the things that you do. And the little things that we do, the little attention that we take the time out and give others. One of the young ladies, I think I had missed her, and on my way out the door, it dawned on me. And I looked back, and she was looking some kind of way. I said, I'm sorry. I said, and I ran back on. I said, let me ask you, you like love too, don't you? She said, yeah. I said, give me a hug. And when I hugged her, she just lit up like a Christmas tree. So you never know the things that we do, how it influences people, how it makes them feel. And just by being here, because a lot of times most of the people that know me, they know when I'm working, I am working. And the chances are whatever is going on, Uncle John may not even be there. But I thought it was very important to me, because not only just to be here for her, but just to be that support system. Because earlier this year, I think it was in January, she lost her mother. So she needs that support system. She needs somebody to know, and we have a large family, and we are family, and we treat each other like we're family. So we made sure that we showed up and showed out, and people came, and it's still going on right now. But I took the time out just to share with you guys, to let y'all know that I'm closed today, but I'm out here with my little niece celebrating her graduation and letting her know that we care about her. So, anybody else want to say anything? Gabby?
I wouldn't know what to say.
Okay. Well, she's good, but and I don't want to put her on the spot. Diane, you have anything else you want to say?
Oh, be blessed.
Hey, that's a whole lot, be blessed. Hey, I can say that too. You guys be blessed. Remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And we show it by the things that we do. Thank you for listening to John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience. And we'll get back at y'all next week. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.